So, let me just start by asking, how's the state of your marriage, though? How's that going?
Okay, I'm going to start by addressing.
Can you just speak into the mic?
Addressing that issue.
Yes.
That statement, right?
The mic, please.
So
thank you. Yeah, that's fantastic.
Yes. So we were having this conversation about so you're very open and very open in the house. So what if you step out and then your husband isn't comfortable about the state of things? And I'm like, first off, before I got into the house, we had a conversation. And if at the end of the day I go in or I go back home and stories have changed, definitely what I was trying to say was that, of course, we're going to work things out. But if he doesn't want to, at the end of the day, I can't beat myself up. I need to leave. I have a kid. I need to leave for my kid. So I'm not going to suck into the moment and then maybe get depressed and it might lead to something else. So I'm just going to pick up the little things I've done for myself and move on.
Okay, so
that's what I meant.
So to Boma, can you play the other one for me, please? That's number 2 there.
What you gonna say? You see the way you even saying it, man. You sound like you beat you and say you sounded like you were happy with that.
Okay, so basically, Boma, that was you, and I think you were tapping her behind and everything, and she was like, "Oh, she's going to tell her husband and everything." So, did you at any time did you know she was married though?
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool. So, do you feel comfortable tapping the married woman's,
behind?
When I was on the show, man, everything was just different. Like as soon as I walked into that door, it was a whole different kind of. It was real life, but it wasn't real life because it was a different world. As soon as you opened that door and you came into the house, it was a whole
different ballgame.
Yeah.
So it just feels weird because a whole lot of people were like, okay, you could have been friends, but you should have respected boundaries and all of that. Do you think so?
Yeah, everyone just knew I was a silly guy in the house.
Okay.
Man. Like I made jokes all the time. Every time, 99% of the time, you saw me laughing. If I wasn't laughing, I was like scolding. So, like one thing is like you couldn't press my buttons, man. Because even though I was like one of the most friendliest people in the house, but I didn't take myself serious. Because for me, I knew if I took myself too seriously, I would just have a really bad time. So I just came in and everything I did was just off
and vibes.
Just vibes.
Inshallah. Okay.
I say to Boma right. I say sorry to Boma to Tega right now. So that's happened. And also, do you feel in any way that Boma, just tapping you and you guys kissing and flirting and everything that went on? Do you feel like that was like just going overboard, especially owing largely to the fact that you're married?
Okay. I don't know. I think I should. Should I go over this explanation again or? Yeah. Like I said, I kept on saying, I've been saying it, right? We were on the show.
Yeah.
And we had some talks. And of course, we were enjoying the buzz from the housemates.
Yeah.
So we kept on doing.
Okay.
Right. We went on at it. And coming out of the show, we realized that we pushed the button too far.
Okay.
All right. And it exploded. Of course, definitely. I'm going to own up to my shit.
Oh,
can't curse.
You can't curse. I'll send you that fine.
Okay, I'm going to own up to everything, right? And then tender a sincere apology to Nigerians and
maybe to your husband because
of course my husband.
I saw an interview that you did the other day, and who I think it was yesterday, and he's like, "You guys haven't spoken since you got out."
Are you going to believe that?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking. I don't like to believe stuff. So
well, we have spoken and we're good.
Okay, you guys are good.
Yes,
okay,
we're good.
Okay,
we've
great.
Spoken and we're good.
Okay.
I'm on stage. You had mentioned something about the whole thing when you were with Ebuka. You mentioned something about the whole thing being acting. And again, coming off the interview with your husband yesterday, I think he made a point about saying something that you said you were going to go in and, do what it takes to, be entertaining on the show, which is something even Peace. I think one of your diary sessions you spoke about saying, yes, Tega strikes you as somebody that is willing to, do anything to be good on the show. So you're saying, okay, your husband was going to be cool with it and you and Boma were acting, but your husband came on that interview and said he wasn't party to giving you, say, a hall pass to go and, do whatever it is you and Boma did. So what exactly was it? Was it a pre-discussed thing with your husband that, okay, you were going to go in and maybe pick somebody and act out whatever the viewers wanted to see with, or did that just happen along the line?
Okay, first off, we had a conversation.
You and your husband?
Yes, we
Okay.
had a conversation, and we spoke about it.
Yeah.
I'm very spontaneous.
Right.
And sometimes I just go with the flow, regardless, right? So we had that conversation, and he was like, just don't be in your shell. Okay. And whatever happened with myself and Boma, of course, was pre-discussed.
Okay.
Oh.
Yes.
It's very interesting. We never quite saw
Yes,
any of
course.
those discussions.
Yes,
Fair.
definitely. So we had these discussions, right? It was more like it started like a joke,
Right.
right? And then we started enjoying the buzz from, and we're like, okay, I think this is cool. Let's just go on. Are
Let's go
you
with it.
good with it? Let's just go on, right? And if he said that we didn't have